Infinity Games Podcast.
This is episode 21 of the Infinity Games Podcast. I'm Jukeboxhero.
And I'm the guy with the things and the stuff.
He means KelryxsKing.
Yeah, that.
And we're officially legal. This is episode 21.
Hot damn, we're getting loaded.
Yeah, we can now take the podcast out to gamble in Las Vegas and Eastern Canada and other places that are the legal age is 21.
I was about to say it's funny because even Jukebox isn't legal yet, and then I'm like, wait, he's not that much younger.
No, I'm legal now. I haven't been legal for that long though.
No. Year and a half.
Not even.
Not even?
8 months. Math better.
No. No, you should be 22.
I guess when I first turned 21. Okay. Yeah, year and 8 months.
Ha! Anyways.
Oh yeah, this episode we're talking about our favorite Mario Kart games and our favorite tracks.
I really like the board game one where it's like a giant cake. Because there's no skeleton keys for Luigi to grab.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
We're talking about Mario Kart, right?
Yeah.
Fucking random ass dice blocks.
You've lost me.
Joked about this last episode. I kept getting mixed up.
Oh, you piece of shit. Got it.
Zing! I should have just let it go.
Mario Karty 8.
Mario Karty 8.
We broke Kelryx. Oh, hold on. There's something hard in my pocket.
It's a dildo.
Yes. No, okay. A special gift for you. 2 from 12. Ho, ho, ho.
The fuck?
And it is a coupon.
For a turkey?
It's a Q card for a Q-Bird voucher.
Nifty.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a Secret Santa thing. I buy a lot of used business wear. So this was probably a failed Christmas office party thing.
Probably.
Whoever died in this suit left it in his pocket.
Nifty.
And now it's mine.
What would you do if you just pull out an envelope and it was like $400 in cash?
I'd put it in the bank because I'm a smart kiddo.
Is this before or after you bought the Sonic Mini Collector's Edition?
I paid for that with sex.
Nice.
No, I'm not getting the collector's edition. I'm just going to download it on Steam.
Same. Except not Steam, PSN.
Yeah. I think they're raising the prices. PSN?
Are they?
Yeah. I heard it somewhere. It might not be true, but that's what I heard.
Like for PlayStation Plus or?
For Plus.
Okay. They just raised them.
Oh, if they just raised them, maybe that's what I heard.
Pum, 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 pum. But,
Mario Kart.
Mario Karty 8.
Yes.
Ugh. So what are we talking about Mario Kart wise?
Well, I don't know. I just fucking love Mario Kart, so let's just start with the games themselves. What's your favorite?
Double Dash.
Double Dash?
Double Dash.
I actually wrote out a list here. Double Dash is my number 4.
Brutal.
Tell the listeners, why is it your favorite?
It's just so good.
Because it's super polarizing,
It is.
Because people either love having 2 players or they think it's the stupidest shit in the world.
See, I don't even know how fuck to give in the world that there are 2, characters per cart. It's a nice little aesthetic, but it doesn't matter. The reason I fucking love Double Dash, the tracks are awesome, the fucking items are fair in my opinion, the carts control like fucking...
Butter.
I don't have an example.
Butter,
but not that slippery.
You can control butter.
Yes, exactly. I've stuck a wheel in butter and driven it before, haven't you?
No?
No? Fuck, I'll have to take it for a rip one day.
Yes.
But, no, I love the way it controls. Like, right from when I first ever played Double Dash, like, the drifting was really, really responsive. Like, the drift boost, the start boost, like, everything's just really, really fucking easy peasy once you, figure it out in the first 5 minutes. And it's got some of the best stages in Mario Kart of all time.
I can't. I fucking hate that Rainbow Road.
But I fucking love that Rainbow Road.
Fuck that Rainbow Road.
Die.
The only one that's worse is Mario Kart 8.
Oh.
It's some stupid fucking space station. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, that's why. It's not that it's a bad track. It's just it isn't Rainbow Road.
Like, if they got rid of that thing in the middle where it's got like the green and the red arrows going around like the satellite or whatever the fuck it is, if they literally just got rid of that, it would be infinitely better.
Yep. It's not Rainbow Road. It's fucking Mario's space station.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We're calling it that from now on.
I didn't see the Canada arm on it though.
Bastards. But yeah, I just love Double Dash. Yeah. And N64 is probably number 2 for me.
So, okay, I had to like slap myself in the face a little bit. Mario Kart Wii is no longer my favorite. It's the one I've played the most of though, so I have like maybe 150 hours in that game.
Yeah, you did everything.
Yeah, I got like all the golds, I got like all the reverse cups, I got all the time trials, fucking everything. But I realized when I looked through lists of tracks that there isn't actually that many new tracks in that game that I shit about. Like, none of them are necessarily bad, but none of them really stand out to me, and I realized the ones that I like most is it has the best selection of the retro tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they redo a bunch of them from, like, they, like, remastered a bunch from, like, GameCube and some from the N64.
Yeah, so I think the Wii was the first one to do it, because the Wii, Mario Kart 7 on 3DS, and Mario Kart 8 all have 4 cups that are nothing but old tracks remastered.
That's right.
Yeah. And the Wii was the first one to do it, so they got like the cream of the crop, kind of. I'm not totally stoked about the 3DS tracks, but the Mario Kart 8 ones are pretty good. Like, they have Mario 64's Rainbow Road, but they brought it down to 1 lap, which is stupid as shit.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But yeah, so my number 1 is Mario Kart 64, because I realized, even though I hate the N64 and going back to play it, it's got like all the best tracks.
Yeah, there aren't many. There's a couple of tracks in the N64 version where you're like, oh god. Yeah. But for the most part, they're all just awesome.
And it just feels so balanced. So like, I was going to agree with you in Mario Kart Double Dash, the items and stuff don't feel unbalanced.
Yeah.
Although some of the like the special ones they added are a little bit unfair compared to the others.
Yeah, a couple.
But like, in Mario Kart 64, it just feels like the best it ever had been. And because of the way the NPCs worked, how they could only be so far behind you or else they wouldn't be able to process them or something, so that's why they had the blue shell.
Yeah, and also slingshot effect.
So it always felt like you were actually in a race. Even if you were like a sizable lead ahead, it was never so much that you were like 100% going to be first no matter what.
Yeah. No, N64 was wonderful. I also totally forgot about that until you mentioned it. I like that. Double Dash is my favorite, but I forgot how every character has special items. And it's like, I think that's a nice addition. I definitely think it was cool, especially considering most of the special items were like when you're losing only. Like, you're never gonna pull the baby's chain chomp unless you're in like 9th place.
Yeah. Right.
Like, the only one that you'll because when I played Double Dash, I always used, who did I use? I think I always used like Toad and Diddy Kong.
Because Toad gets all the bitches. Also, his special was the Golden Mushroom, which is awesome. And then Diddy Kong's was the giant ass banana. Yeah.
So if you're in the lead, you get the giant ass banana all the time. If you're losing, you get the Golden Mushroom. And you just like, whee! I'm gonna lock her up soon.
Cat's like stepping on the keyboard.
Cat ass cat.
So my number 1 is your number 2. My number 2 is actually Mario Kart Wii, because
that's fine.
I've played it way too much. I mean,
you sunk so much time into it.
The biggest argument against it is always it's called Mario Kart Wii syndrome, where like you could be as far out and fucking first as you want. You will get pounded by fucking everything.
Yep.
It's like you'll get hit with the blue shell, you'll get hit with the red shell, someone will catch up behind you, hit you with the green shell. You'll start moving, but someone will pass you and drop a banana directly in front of you so you can't avoid it. And then you'll get hit with the squid. And then you'll be in 10th. And you will literally not have been able to move an inch in that whole time.
Yep.
It's infuriating.
And then you'll be able to move 2 inches, and then you'll get hit with a red shell that bounces you into another banana. And then you'll get lightninged, because fuck it, why not?
Yeah, it's brutal. But I don't know. I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, no, Mario Kart Wii was awesome. It was. Especially when it first came out. Oh my god, we had fun with that game.
Yeah.
It was just like, you know,
yeah,
the others were better.
Yeah.
Just from like an overall standpoint.
And then my number 3 is Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8 is really good.
The DLC of Mario Kart 8 is like the best shit.
Right.
Like every single track in that DLC is fucking outstanding.
Fuck the Hyrule one. My god. So pretty.
You know what? I didn't include them in my top 10 because I felt that'd be a little unfair because you have to download them. But it was the Excite Bike Arena and then the 2 that are based off of F-Zero.
Yeah, I like
New
the F-Zero
City.
one too. And the Excite Bike Arena is awesome.
It's so great, and it's so fast paced because it's just like one giant oval, and then you can constantly do tricks and hit speed boosts all the way around.
Oh yeah, it's
There's
insane.
not a single time where you're not boosted.
Yeah, and then the F-Zero track actually has like speed boost arrows on it and shit.
Yeah,
So good.
so nostalgic, and like I think it's Big Blue. Like, you know, in F-Zero GX,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you get a big overview, you see Rob the robot. He's still in it.
That attention to detail, though.
Yeah, actually, I watched some guy on YouTube. He does a series called Boundary Break where he takes the camera and then just takes it wherever the fuck he wants. You zoom out on those levels, and it's like 15 times bigger than the actual track is, just so they have the entire cityscape around you and everything.
So absurd.
It's ridiculous. Fucking, what's your number 3? Do you have a number 3?
Mario 8.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8. I have a lot of really, really good memories playing like Mario Kart DS, like the first one.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 7 was really underwhelming for me. I
totally agree.
I had 0 fucks to give.
I played yours, but you know what? Because there's 8 of them out now, Mario Kart 7 made number 7 for me.
There you go.
The only one worse than it, in my opinion, is the original Mario Kart.
On SNES?
Yeah,
It's bad.
just... It's not even that it's bad, I just can't get behind, you know, that old of gameplay.
I hate... Okay, here's my thing.
Like, racing in 2D kind of gets to me.
Here's my thing with the original Super Mario Kart. Getting coins to drive faster, stupid.
It's in Mario Kart 8 now.
I know, Mario Kart 8 does it better.
Yeah.
Like, it's
well, you
not...
can get them in item blocks and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not super noticeable in Mario Kart 8, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's still there, but it's like, you just collect the coins because they're floating there and you're driving anyway. It's like, cool. Where in Super Mario Kart, it's like you have to go out of your way to try and grab every last coin just so you can fucking go fast enough to win. And then you end up going so fast that your fucking turns are bullshit. Like, it's a broken system.
Yeah.
And granted, yeah, it was the first one they did. It's not going to be perfect, but it's just, you know.
And I didn't dig the levels themselves because, like...
They were pretty boring.
I mean, half of them were just the 4 colored blocks in different arrangements, plus an oil spill here and there.
Yeah.
Like, even playing the remakes and the newer games just kind of bore me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Even the Rainbow Road. The only level that was, like, somewhat memorable was the fucking Ghost Ship one.
Yeah.
Because they did one similar in N64, didn't they?
They did Boardwalk Banshee.
Yeah. But the SNES one had like the original like ghost level. That one wasn't bad. It was hard as fucking shit.
But it was nifty.
But it was like, yeah, because it stood out. And then the Rainbow Road in the SNES is pretty forgettable.
Yeah,
but
because of their anal grease controls, I mean, there's no walls on that one, so you just fall off.
Yeah, you're constantly falling off. You gotta because you gotta try to drift to like avoid thwomps, and then if you hit the thwomp, he shoots you off, and then if you drift too far around the thwomp, you fucking fall off. Like, yeah. The The SNES one is just not as good.
It's actually kind of funny because if you think chronologically, the N64 one came directly after SNES, and all of a sudden Rainbow Wall has nothing but walls.
Yeah. You're gonna sit and chill with me.
Pretty hot.
I'm not going nowhere.
So, dude, before we even started talking about Mario Kart, I wanted to make you feel really old just for a second.
Fuck, I do that enough already. I'm like at work, I crawl out of a tight space, I'm like, oh god, I'm too old for this shit. Meanwhile, I'm working with guys that are like in their 40s.
They're like, shut the fuck up, youngin'.
They're like, how old are you? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Too old for this shit.
Okay, dude. When did the first sequelitis come out?
Oh, God, it would have been...
You want me to just tell you?
No, I want to say 2011.
It was.
Yay!
The first sequelitis is now 6.5 years old, and it came out when we were in grade 11.
Sweet fucking God.
Like, I literally can't even remember grade 11, but I can remember sequelitis.
I still remember...
Just sitting there, just, hey bro, what? Riding on cars!
Yeah! My next makes my
Fucking
rock.
genius!
We're watching that after.
Okay.
How does that whole thing go? What is it? Electrical engineering? Pretty smart. Quantum mechanics? Pretty fucking smart. The intro stage of Batman? Fucking genius!
God, that was the greatest.
Jukebox and I think we literally died.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like we died, and then riding on cars happened, and we were like, God, okay, the hearts are up again.
But don't forget, that wasn't the first sequelitis. The first sequelitis was Simon's Quest Castlevania.
Still really awesome. That one came out.
So
that one came out in 2010.
No, it was 2011.
Oh, never mind. So Mega Man came out in 2012 then.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fucking 6.5 fucking years ago. I remember it like yesterday. When do you think the last sequelitis came out? Zelda. Remember how fucking excited I was? I was like, bro, it's been like 3 years. And finally, oh my god!
And then it was not great.
Yeah.
Came out in 2014, didn't it?
Yep.
Yay!
3.5 years ago.
Oh, God.
So we've been waiting for Metal Gear awesome sequelitis fucking for 3. He's never gonna make it.
No, never. He was gonna drop it like 5 years from now. Be like, guess what, guys? We'll be like, who's Ego Raptor?
Be like, Game Grumps dried up, so I had time to do another thing. Because like he's had like 3 iterations of the script at this point. It's just like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's long past that, but still. Like 3 fucking years ago, and I remember being so ridiculously excited because it took like 3 years between the last one and that one. Ugh. Do you feel old?
I feel old every day.
Okay. Then back to the Mario Karty goodness. Fucking tracks, dude.
Let's talk about skeleton keys.
Kill me now! Bad world. No, seriously, I did like a top 10 here.
I kind of have them all in my head. They're just not in any specific order. I'll tell you right now, like 5 or 6 of them are from Double Dash.
Yeah,
I love Double Dash. My all-time favorite fucking Mario track is fucking Rainbow Road from Double Dash, which is ironic because Jukebox hates it.
Yeah, that's really low down on mine. I liked that thing where it like raises you straight up.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's like the rainbow elevator.
Yeah, I love how it looks. I love how it plays. I love that it's still challenging enough. Like you gotta like nail your drifts, or you will fall off.
Yeah,
especially like the one big serpentine part right before that elevator. Like drifting that whole thing in one shot is fucking tough. I also like how if you're running behind, you have they're like stars. Shooting stars can hit the track and actually drop star power ups. But then you go so fast, you're probably gonna fall off. So you're like, oh shit, no.
It's kind of funny because, like I was saying before, Super NES there was no walls, N64 there was nothing but walls. GameCube kind of went in the middle and found a happy middle ground.
There's walls on one side.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I liked the Wii one so much more though.
The Wii one was really
good. But it's so brutal to most people though. They're like they non-stop like fall off. But I got that thing memorized to the point where I could probably do it blind.
Nice.
Okay, so my number one is actually Rainbow Road, but it's from the N64.
The N64 one is so good though.
It's so satisfying,
especially if you know how to do like the jump.
Oh yeah, just skip half the level.
Yeah, what's that? Half the track? Goodbye.
But it's like 4 to 5 minutes per lap, and unless you get hit by the chain chomps, it's just like smooth sailing for the whole thing.
I don't think it's that long, is it?
Super coming. Yeah, it totally is. Well, maybe it's like 3 to 4, but it's really long.
Yeah, 3 sounds better to me, but yeah, it takes fucking forever. But it's so good.
Oh, so good.
Right? So it's like anytime you're like playing N64 Mario Kart with your friends, it's like you do a bunch of games, do battle mode for a bit or whatever, and then it's like, okay, we should probably stop. And it's like, okay, but we have to do Rainbow Road first.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just how it fucking goes. It's an unwritten rule. That's one of the 10 commandments of gaming. Thou must end with Rainbow Road. True story.
Rainbow Road is where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road.
Could you imagine if you just like took a bullet to the head one day, you woke up and you're in a Mario Kart cart on Rainbow Road? Motherfucker!
So I have to get used to this and you fall off. You're like, I can't get used to this.
Do I eat the banana or throw it? Like, I'm kind of hungry. Does the cart have a toilet? I'm very confused right now.
I mean, if it's double dash, you just switch around and hang your ass off the back. Who needs a banana when you got that shit?
Wipe my ass with your shell.
No, fucking... You said most of yours are from Double Dash. I actually tried to think about, like, how I could spread out my answers, because when I first laid it out, I had, like, 8 from N64, and then, like, all the handhelds I have, like, maybe 2, and then all the others is, like, maybe 5. I'm like, okay, I can't just say everything on N64.
Yeah.
But my number 1 was Rainbow Road. My number 2 is the Yoshi Valley from N64.
You loved that one.
Like, I know they remade it on 8, but it's not as good on 8 because they added some weird, like, roots or whatever, and I think they got rid of the egg.
Egg's still there, it's just not as much of an obstacle.
Right.
It's really easy. Yeah, it's really easy to get around now. Whereas in Mario Kart 64, it was like, okay, break, wait 2 seconds.
No one uses the fucking brake in fucking Mario Kart, you kidding me?
Maybe that's why I always lose.
But seriously, yeah, I love the shit out of that Yoshi Valley, because, like, I knew the shortest way to get out of it, and I really liked that everyone was a question mark, because the system literally couldn't handle that much data and be like, who's in first? I don't know!
It's like, fuck it, everybody's in limbo until they pass that egg.
Yeah, so if you weren't to, like, if you haven't played it several times to figure out, like, the fastest route, it's really interesting to see people just scramble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Because everybody takes a different route. Everybody's like, which way do you go? And it's like, haha, good luck. I think there are a couple of optimal routes, but for the most part, they're all pretty much the same length.
Well, they're pretty close.
They're pretty close. There's, like, one... I know there are, like, at least 2 paths that are obviously the fastest, but then all of the other ones are, like...
It's pretty much the fastest ones are the most dangerous, because if you kind of follow where the spiky guys are,
yeah,
that's the fastest one.
Yeah.
But from a recent speed run I watched, they played every Mario Kart N64 level.
I think I'll watch that one.
Yeah, in Yoshi Valley, when you're taking the fastest route, you actually veer off the course and, like, jump off into a certain angled part, and then it brings you halfway across the course to pretty much where the finish line is. You just do that, like, 3 times.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what my second would be, because there are 3 that I have in mind right now, and I think my clear winner for number 2 is, I can't remember the actual name, but it was the one in Double Dash where you're, like, driving around in a city and there's all the buses.
The mushroom thing. It's Toads.
Not the one with the bridge
Mushroom
that you can
City.
go up. It might have been like Mushroom City or something, but I love that one. How it was, like, all, like, square, like, 90-degree angle roads and shit. Fucking so fun.
You know, once I got Double Dash, I actually, because I played through all of it, I got a little more used to that one, because I used to fucking hate it, because I'd constantly be going on the sidewalk and, like, slowing down. I'm like, why even?
Oh, yeah, no, it was the same for me. I used to hate it, but then once you get used to it, it's so much fun.
Yeah, and then you figure out the fastest route, of course, and then you cut everyone off.
Like, just to let everyone know how much I love Double Dash and how much it's my favorite Mario Kart game. Mohawk Man, who we've talked about before, he came over one night, crashed at my place. We literally just played Mirror Mode All-Star the whole night. We played it for like 5 hours straight, because if you got first place, you unlocked the parade cart, and it was like 5 stars and everything. It was like it's the best cart in the game. We were like, we need this. And every time for fucking 5 hours, we'd get second or third. We'd always fuck up at least one race really bad.
Yeah, because second place is always second place.
Exactly, right? We'd be like, because it's 16 races in a row. It's literally every track in the game back to back.
And you're playing the mirror mode version where
and
the entire track is a mirror.
So it's essentially like 200cc, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like what, or like air quotes, 200cc.
Like that difficulty.
Yeah. So every time it'd be like we'd first place the first 8 races, and then we get like 7th or 8th.
Yeah.
On like the 9th race, and then get like second, and then get first. But it would just put us back in second place.
Yeah. So brutal.
We played it for like 5 hours. It was like 4 a.m. And we're like, oh my god, okay, let's just go to bed and we'll make a day out of this tomorrow. And we were like, alright, cool. We go to bed, we wake up like 6 hours later, 10 a.m., get some breakfast, whatever, sit down, and beat it first try.
Oh, God.
And we're like, well, now what the fuck are we supposed to do all day?
Man, you're probably just like tired from staying up and doing it so long.
Well, it was funny too, because it was like laser fucking focus, right?
Just look away, your eyes are literally smoking, they're so dry.
Sword Art Online Abridged, have you watched that?
Which?
Sword Art Online Abridged?
Yes.
The part where your eyes are steaming. Oh no, that's just from the detective mode or whatever.
Oh, God.
And he looks for Sachi. Fuck.
So stupid.
I love it so much.
You should like come over to my place sometime and we'll do Double Dash marathon.
Down.
Because I've got it. GameCube games, I got them through Component now. So it's like the best picture you'll ever see come out of a GameCube.
I love it.
Because I also have it on the Wega.
So before we continue on with our favorite tracks, what's your least favorite track? Think
like I want to just say something from the first Mario Kart, like Rainbow Road.
I was gonna say that's cheating.
It.
That's cheating. That whole game. That's my least favorite track.
Yeah, and I'm not doing the handhelds. I'm like not super familiar, but I've played through all of them at least once.
No, fuck the handhelds. Don't even bother.
God damn it.
That's tough, right?
Yeah, I'm like mentally going through a list of the tracks. It may be Donkey Kong's Jungle Parkway on N64. Maybe.
Oh, that one's pretty shit.
Like, it's actually a great track. I just really sucked at it as a kid, and then my sister always wanted to play it, and I'm like, no!
Yeah. I'm also trying to think of, like, a track that I just fucking hate.
Because I also didn't like Banshee Boardwalk.
No, okay. You know what? I will go handheld for my most hated track. I will go handheld.
No, think of a console one. Tell us the handheld one, but think of a console.
Okay.
Because I remembered which one.
In Mario Kart DS, there is a handheld... In the hand... I'm an idiot. Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart 8. The cake level. My God. Skeleton key cart. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so Mario Kart DS, there's a track called Peach's Castle, or maybe Daisy's Castle. It's one of the two. And it's like, it's so ass. Because the turns are super unforgiving. There's patches of flowers fucking everywhere that slow you down. So
patches of singular flower.
Yeah, you need to do like perfect drifts to get around them. The drifting in the DS fucking Mario Kart is garbage. And then you get to this one part where it's this giant like hedge maze, and there's chain chomps wandering around in it. So it's like if you take the wrong route, you're getting knocked by chain chomps. It sucks ass.
If I probably don't remember it. I'm pretty sure they remade that one for Mario Kart Wii.
I'm pretty sure they did, but they made it better.
Yeah.
Because I remember on Mario Kart DS, it's literal cancer. It's so bad.
Okay, I'm gonna say my worst while you think of your worst console one.
Yeah.
Because I really don't remember that.
I'm literally gonna Google a list of tracks. Like, I'm drawing such a blank right now.
Mine is Wario's Gold Mine on Mario Kart Wii. Which is because people fucking love the shit out of that track. And I hate it.
It's not bad on Mario Kart 8.
I still hate it. It pissed me off that they chose that one. Because I know it's like a fan favorite, but like it just pisses me off. Like, I don't like the bats. I don't like some of the turns. Like, there's this one near the end where you like dip down and come back up, and then you can't see the turn until you're pretty much back up. So if you're on 150cc, the first few times it's probably going to get you.
Yeah.
And like the last turn before the goal is almost like a 90-degree thing, and the camera has some problems there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I remember once I literally turned around, I'm like, what the fuck is the camera doing? No, that is my least favorite.
So I just cheated. I just like literally typed in worst Mario Kart tracks.
Okay, that works.
And so Screen Rant has a list of like the 15 worst.
Okay.
Rainbow Road on N64 is number 1.
They're probably just
being douchebags.
I mean, they're probably like, oh, there's nothing fucking in it. It's so boring.
No,
man, that's like nothing but skill. You're playing against friends. You gotta like outmaneuver.
That's exactly what they said. The original Rainbow Road was the ultimate test of the player's skill in Super Mario Kart. It was a thin track, blah blah blah. Each Mario Kart, the worst of these is the Mario Kart 64 version. It's the longest track ever. There's little skill required besides keeping your finger on the acceleration button. While the stage looks impressive, it lacks any challenging element. Man, that's just it. Because it's simple, it's Salt fucking City. When you're racing your friends on that track, like, you will punch each other in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, like, you're constantly within, like, 3 cart lengths of each other.
Oh, it's so bad. So, I did find one.
You're just not worried about falling off the edge.
I found one here that I very much agree with.
Which one's that?
And I'm pretty sure, like, if I pull up a full list of, like, all the tracks, I'll probably find one I hate more. But in Mario Kart Double Dash, there's a track called Dry Desert. And it's so bad.
I like it.
It's so bad. I hate it so much.
Oh, they remade that one for the Wii, and I like it on the Wii.
It's better on the Wii.
Probably.
It's not fun on Double Dash. It's really, really unforgiving on Double Dash.
Yeah.
No.
Get fucked. I feel like I remember Super Mega playing Mario Kart Double Dash, and they got to that one, and they just, like, fucked up so hard. They're all, like, screaming about, like, you didn't get the boost. The boost doesn't matter when you're sucked into a fucking black hole. They're just yelling back for that. It was fucking great. God.
Honestly, as far as like crappy tracks go, I have one. There's one track. I love it and I also hate it.
Yeah.
And it's Baby Park.
Oh,
because okay. I know it's on your list.
Yeah, it's number 6.
Because like I love Baby Park because it's just super simple and fun. And it's just, like, again, it's literally like if you're playing with your friends, it's just a fucking war. Like, you're just trying to fuck each other over as hard as possible while you're trying to do your drifts as tight as possible. But at the same time, it sucks because it's so fucking basic. It's literally an oval.
Yeah, and it's such a short oval. That was the first one where they had more than 3 laps.
Yeah, 7 fucking laps. Like, why not just make it, like, a slightly more intricate... Hell, if you literally...
Excite bike.
Yeah. Like, it works, right? But it's like, let's do Baby Park, but let's do a figure 8 that goes into another figure 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be way better. And then three laps. But super simple, still a fucking war with your buddies, but not as mind-numbing.
But it's like, the basicness of Baby Park is what made it so great, because it's like, you could be in first. If you get hit by fucking anything, you could be in 7th. And
oh, yeah.
It's just
that's one of the...
It's so tight. Like, there's no way to really get ahead unless you're just, like, are a master of dodging fucking green shells.
Yeah. No, I like that part of Baby Park where it's like you're literally never safe.
I mean, that's why it's not up in the top 5 on mine. But yeah, that was high up there.
Because you could be in
That
first.
was always your favorite back in the day.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it back in the day. But thinking about it now, I'm like, my God. Because, like, it was kind of cool because it's like, if you were in first, you could technically snipe last place with a fucking shell if you wanted. Like, it was kind of cool.
I don't know. It's probably infuriated me more than I'd like to admit, but like I don't know, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna go through my top 10 first because I got these like numbered, and then
Go for it.
And then you can bring up whatever amazing ones.
Yeah.
So 1 was Rainbow Road on N64. 2 was N64 Yoshi Valley. Number 3 is Mount Wario.
That's a good one
from Mario Kart 8 because that one is like skiing down a mountain, and
it's literally
the laps are
sections of it.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a way to word it.
So yeah, like you'll go, it's like just one huge long straight shot track. The first minute of the track is like slippery, like serpentine slopes. Then the second part is all like a bunch of trees and shit. And then the third part's like this big slalom.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome.
It's super fucking cool. It takes
really
a lot
fun.
of skill not to like hit everything on the way down. Oh yeah. But it's just so visually appealing, and then like the whole concept of it being like, you know, one giant long track. It's just, I don't know, it kind of blew my mind because when I first got Mario Kart 8, because I got the bundle, Karty came over and we played through pretty much every track right in a row, and we got to that one and we were like, what the actual fuck is this? Oh my god! Oh, yeah. We're like losing our minds.
I was so confused the first time I played it because I didn't notice that the lap thing counted as you were going down it. So I played it for the first time. I got to the end and it was like, done. And I was like, what? Like, the fuck do you mean done? I'm like, what do you mean 3 laps? I went down 1 track. Like,
right?
I was so confused.
You know, dude, I just kind of realized that I have 3 mountains in my top 10, and they're all next to each other.
Beautiful.
Because number 4 is DK Mountain from Double Dash.
Oh, it's so good.
Which I think is widely regarded as, like, the best track. Like, it's made a lot of number 1s and top 10s.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the best Mario Kart tracks ever done. Yeah. Easy. It's so good.
Like, it's almost like Mount Wario if you still had to do laps. Because there's, like, different sections to it.
Yeah. Because I think DK Mountain, it's one of those things where it's really challenging, but it's also just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Especially once you learn how to like nail all the drifts and all the really, really, really tight fucking corners and stuff. The worst, like, you feel like a god.
The worst thing of it is just that drawbridge.
And that drawbridge is pretty unforgiving.
Yeah. No, and then right after that is DK Summit on Mario Kart Wii, which is pretty much them being like, okay, everyone fucking loved the shit out of fucking DK Mountain. How do we copy that?
Pretty much.
And they pretty much did like the exact same track with a few less perilous things and a bit of skiing.
Yeah, I agree. It was also very good.
Where's my number 6? 6 was Baby Park.
Yeah.
7 is Royal Raceway on the N64.
Why don't I remember Royal Raceway?
They remade it on Mario Kart 8, but it has a special place in my mind because you pretty much race past the castle that's in Mario Kart 64, and everyone would drive off of the track to go run around the castle and see if they could get in and stuff.
Oh, that one! I fucking love that track.
Yeah, and it's got like that massive jump. Like, I don't even give a shit about like the track itself.
So good.
It's just the fucking castle.
Yeah, it's awesome. The fact that you can go drive around Peach's castle like you were in Mario 64 is just awesome.
It's like, yeah, like, I'll take fucking 8th place. I'm gonna go have some fun here.
Yeah, woo!
Of course, no one ever fucking got inside, but that was what everyone was trying to do.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I read at some point that some dude glitched inside somehow, but it was literally
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was literally just like limbo. Like there's nothing there. It's like, cool, you got through the door. Now it's just blank space or whatever, right?
I can't remember, but I think I tried in Mario Kart 8, and I don't think you can go to the castle anymore.
Motherfuckers!
I think. I don't remember.
We should look that up after.
Yeah, we will.
You know what? I'll Google it right now. Fuck it.
So that was 7. Number 8 is Delfino Square on DS, and they remade that one on Mario Kart Wii.
That one is good.
Yeah. That
one is a lot of fun. It's fucking hard though, especially on DS, because like I said, on DS the drifting is not good.
No,
it is not good.
The drifting in DS was brutal for me because my R button didn't work very well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that game fucking broke my LNR buttons.
Oh, probably.
I'm pretty sure, because I used to hammer on those things. I was like, ah!
Because I have the DS Lite, and the fucking LNR and those things are like notorious for being easy to break. I don't think I've found one secondhand yet where they weren't kind of fucked up. So that was 8. Number 9 is Electrodome in Mario Kart 8. And, I mean, there's nothing really special about it. I just think it looks really cool. Like, it's just like a giant fucking rave. And I think there's one point where you kind of go across this, like, xylophone-y type thing and it makes noises. I thought that was kind of nifty.
Okay, so you cannot go to Peach's Castle in the remake version in Mario Kart 8. And everybody's mad about it. Obviously.
Yeah, I remember being kind of pissed about it.
Because one guy even says here in the message boards, but seriously, why'd they take that out? It was the cooler Easter egg in the map.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That was super awesome. And then somebody else commented in the same thread, they're like, that's nowhere near as bad as how they made the N64 Rainbow Road just one lap. Guy under him, people actually liked taking 2 minutes to do one lap? The fuck? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I was so pissed off that it was only one lap, and it feels shorter, or maybe you're going faster, but it's like, it's just so short now. It's like, hey, I'm enjoying this, and then it's done, and it's like, oh, I wanted more.
Yep.
Yeah. They made some questionable decisions in Mario Kart 8, but still a great game. Number 10 is Waluigi Pinball, and that's just because I have a thing for pinball. And there's literally like a game going on as you do it.
Is that another one from the DS?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember liking that one too.
Yeah.
Because it's just that. It's like, as overall kind of crappy as the Mario Kart DS game was, it had some okay tracks.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like TikTok Clock.
That one was okay. I don't know. That one
like
was
a fan favorite.
Yeah, that one was hit or miss for me. I was like, yeah, but I was also like, nah.
Yeah.
Is that all of yours?
Yeah, that was all top
Okay,
10.
well, again, like mine aren't in like any like hardcore specific order, but a few of my other like hardcore favorites are, surprisingly enough, honestly, I'll call it my number 3, Sherbert in Double
Really?
Dash. The ice one.
Oh,
love that track.
You know,
Fucking
that was great.
Love that track.
Well, when you said Sherbertland, I was thinking of the one on N64 with like the penguins, and I used to fucking hate that one. It's nothing but ice.
They're literally named the same thing. Mario Kart 64
right.
Sherbetland, Mario Kart Double Dash Sherbetland.
Yeah, the one in Double Dash is fucking great though.
I don't mind the one in N64, but you're right, it's not as good. But the one
didn't they remake the Double Dash one in Mario Kart 8?
Oh, they might have.
I feel like I remember because you can go under the water now, and there's like a extra track down there where you can get some boosts.
I can find out. Yeah, GNC Sherbetland in the Leaf Cup.
I don't remember it being as good as the Double Dash one though.
No, it wasn't. But it was a nice throwback.
Common theme with Mario Kart 8: the ones they remade aren't as good as the originals. Another level I honestly love, for nothing other than it's really pretty. Maple Treeway. Yeah.
On the Wii.
Yeah.
That one's wonderful.
The music in that one is just so soothing. Like, you could be infuriated because you suck at the like U-turns and stuff, but the music's like, yeah.
You get like smashed by a green shell, 3 reds, lightning, and booed and inked all over your face in one shot, and you're just like, I love the music.
Dude, I remembered why I put Electrodome at number 8.
Because it's awesome?
Well, yeah, it is awesome, but because you got that thing where like your person could be totally upside down over top of you, and you're like going down the track.
That was fun.
That's cool.
Another one. Let's see if I can find the actual name of it. There are 2 other There are 2 other Double Dash ones that I will mention. They're not like hardcore favorites, but they'd be like 11 and 12. It's Dino Jungle.
I know you loved that one. I hated it.
I love that one so much. I don't know why.
I mean, you're good at it though. Like, I've played it a few times, and I just like get hit by everything.
Yeah, once you know where they're stepping.
Yeah, I couldn't drift worth shit because like I was on the Wii with automatic. I'm used to drifting now, especially because of 8 and when I bought Double Dash. But like, you got that thing where you're going across those wooden slats or whatever, and I'd always fall off there.
Oh yeah, that one's
like I was just straight fucked.
That one's rough. But I love Dino Jungle. I think it's a really cool design track, especially with the dinosaurs actually like stomping around and shit. Like I always thought it was just so much fun. And also Wario Coliseum.
I figured you were gonna mention that one because I remember you
That
really liked that one.
That was that one was my fucking jam.
Like it took so long to do it. It was only like 2 laps. I was actually going to mention that the Wario and the Waluigi stages in all the games are actually usually the best.
Yeah, they're always really good.
With the exception of Goldmine for me, but like, think of Wario Stadium on N64.
That one's awesome.
Like, it had overlapping tracks, and that was like everyone's fucking jam, unless they accidentally fell.
That I was literally about to mention that. It was the best track ever until you got hit going over that jump.
Yeah.
And then it was like, good luck, you lost.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
you're fucked.
You lost at least 4 places.
Yeah, like you're officially done. Just put the controller down.
Yeah.
There's another one I wanted to mention. I can't fucking remember all of a sudden. Motherfucker. A DS one actually.
Really?
Yoshi's Falls. Do you remember that one?
Not totally, but I feel like I remember it.
It was like a big, like, circular track.
Yeah, okay, I remember it now.
And it had, like, waterfalls you could drive over and shit. Oh, it was so fun.
That one was pretty fun. I remember going off the waterfalls quite a few times, though.
That level was actually hell on mirror mode.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I imagine.
Oh, God. Oh,
Everything's
God.
hell on mirror mode.
Oh, yeah.
Except Baby Park.
Except Baby Park. Baby Park mirror mode, YOLO! Also, another one that I really enjoyed was the Coconut Mall on the Wii.
Yeah.
That one was always fun.
That one is really fun.
That one was always a good time, especially if you had a mushroom, because then you could boost through all of like the stores.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
I loved that it had multiple paths.
Yeah, I love any track that has like extra paths or like little tricks you can do as long as you have a mushroom. Yeah. Insta win in my book.
Yeah.
That shit's always awesome. My overall favorite as far as like secret paths go is I think it's Yoshi's Circuit.
Mine's still
in Double Dash. Yoshi Island's really good too. But Yoshi's Circuit, I think it was in Double Dash. The one where it's actually literally shaped like Yoshi.
Yeah.
There are 2 mushroom boosts you can do.
Yeah.
One right at the beginning, there's this little ramp. And it's like you gotta jump over a body of water, but it's all grass. Yeah. So if you just try to hit it, you'll just fall off. So there's that one if you get a mushroom like right at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
That's awesome because it's like poof! And then there's another really tricky one that not many people know about, and I believe I can never do it because it's fucking hard as shit. But it's when you're coming up and going like under his mouth, when you're coming up to the turn to go like into his neck or whatever, if you boost off of the side at a certain like angle, you'll fall into this little tunnel, and it's like this really cool little shortcut up to like his eyeballs.
Seen that.
It's so hard to hit.
I've never got it.
No, me either. I think I got it like once, and then I immediately like smashed in the walls a bunch of times and ended up in like last place.
Do you remember on N60? I think it was called Koopa Beach or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like go off that jump and like go through the hill.
Yeah, that was always fun.
No one could ever actually fucking do it, but everyone tried.
Such a hard angle.
Yeah, especially on the N64, you use the controls, but like, my god.
I forget, did you need a mushroom for that, or were you able to just go off a boost ramp?
It's not even a boost ramp, you just go off the ramp and you can do it.
Okay.
Boost helps, but like, it's just almost nearly impossible to not hit.
Like if you want to hit that, you pretty much have to like drive up, brake, turn, and like slowly like angle yourself so you can just be like, nah. And
then on the other side, there's like the massive ramp that goes over that hill. It's like a huge jump.
Yeah.
And there's like a box at the top.
I'm trying to think of other tracks that I just like don't fucking like.
Yeah.
And it's honestly not easy. Mario Kart, honestly, like they put a lot of like, because Mario is their flagship, obviously. Like it's Nintendo's fucking baby. So obviously anything Mario they're gonna fucking put work into.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still surprised that there haven't been as many tracks where they just like fall really short.
Yeah, I mean, it's like most of the ones I don't like just comes down to preference. Like I can see why they're good or why other people would like them. It's just that I don't personally like
Same.
the ghost ones with like the boardwalks and the ships and stuff like that. I just generally don't like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. It's the same thing. Everybody will have their ones that they really like. Everybody will have their ones that they really hate, etc. Like how it's one of those things. Like I love the fucking Double Dash Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
It's one of Jukebox's lower ones.
Honorable mention to the Moo Moo Meadows and 64 in the Wii.
Always honorable mention to Moo Moo Meadows. Moo Moo Meadows is fucking wonderful.
Fucking the Monty Mole. That was great.
Fuck it. I love Moo Moo Meadows.
Yeah.
Such a good time. Also, honorable mention to like the Mario and Luigi circuits.
Yeah.
That are in like every second set of games. Because they're always really simple, but they're always a ton of fucking fun.
Yeah. That's like their whole purpose.
Yeah.
Do you think we should wrap this Mario Karty thing up?
Yeah, we might as well.
One last shout out to the battle modes because we didn't mention those.
I never played them.
Yeah, we never play them, but shout out to the Block Fortress on N64 where you had the 4 colored fortresses.
Yeah, I also like,
That's the
I think it was, which might have been Wii, but there was one battle mode where you played on top of a GameCube.
It's in Double Dash. Dude, GameCube.
Are you sure it was Double Dash?
I mean, I can't imagine being on top of a GameCube and anything else.
It might have been Mario Kart DS. I don't know, but anyway, there's a battle mode track where you play on top of a GameCube and it's a ton of fun. I like that one too.
Yeah. Okay.
In conclusion,
Mario Kart's good. Go play Mario Party.
tell me how your skeleton key drives. Hit me with that tweet. Hit me with that comment.
Yeah. Get us at games_podcast on Twitter or at Infinity Games Podcast on Facebook. I don't think we're doing any segments, but I got some stories because I went to this relatively small town outside of our city that was holding like a town fair. And the whole idea is they have Main Street wide garage sale. So it's like 4 straight blocks, like side-by-side tables on both sides of the street where anyone can get a table. Sometimes it's like actual vendors and just sell their shit. This year, honestly, it was a little bit lackluster. We also went later, so a lot of people had packed up by the time we got there. But the entire town all around it is nothing but like garage sales. So I probably went to about 20. And I got some pretty fucking good finds. But I got this little story because I went to this one house. There was a lady that greeted us. There's 3 other people sitting there. And I could see from a ways away, and I was with Karty, and I'm like speeding up to like get to it. She's like, "What are you doing?" And because I'm in the distance, I see this big blue box, and I know immediately that's the fat PS2 box.
Oh.
So they had a PS2 complete with the box. They had about 5 games, and then they also had, still with all their boxes and stuff, 2 of like the DDR type games that use the iToy. They had the iToy.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I didn't even touch those, but I asked the lady, I'm like, "Hey, how much do you want for your gaming stuff?" And she's just like, you mean like all of it, or I don't, and I'm like, well, how about this? I want this box and this one game here. This box and Star Ocean. And she's just like, and the guy behind her is just like, I don't know, fucking 40? And I'm like, yeah, I can't do 40. And she's like, oh, well, make us an offer. And I'm like, no, I don't want to lowball you. And she's like, no, don't worry, you won't know what's too low. And I'm like, 10. Before she even finished 10. It's just, she literally froze. She's like, I can't. And I'm like, before she can even say anything, I'm like, I told you so. And she's like, yeah, I can't do 10. So I continue looking on because Karty went ahead of me and she found this little bin that actually had some complete in-box Game Boy games and stuff. Ooh. And I could see them out of my eye, but I'm trying to deal with the lady on this one thing. It's not like I can clone myself and multitask here.
Bro, you gotta figure that shit out. It's helpful, I swear.
I'm sure.
You just like,
suck my own dick without having to bend over.
You just vibrate all your molecules until they divide, and then you just kind of like push the extra molecules out of your body. It's real weird. It feels like taking a shit, but like way more satisfying.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll send one off to like pick my girlfriend up from work and use the other to like jerk off or something. I don't know.
Jerk off and cry at home.
Yeah, pretty much. No, so I'm moving on to where Karty is to look at her stuff, and then there's one lady who actually heard what I said, and she's like, "No, you idiots! He said for the box and the game, one game and a box." And they're like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Is there what?" And the lady, it like clued into her. She's like, "Oh, it's a miscommunication. You want this box and this game." And so she turns back to the guy and she's like, "How much for this?" And he's like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Make us an offer. You're the gamer guy." And I'm like, $10. Still $10. And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, I like pick up the box and she's like, "Oh, hold on. There's things for it and stuff." And the manuals were still in the box, and they had like the actual styrofoam pieces that go in the box too. Like everything was so minty, and she's like, "Do you need these?" And I'm like, "I'd like them." So she's like, "Well, whatever." Puts them in the box, and then she like picks up the manuals and she's like, "Are these? Do you need these?" And I'm like, "Well, if you're willing, I'd like them." She's like, "Oh, whatever," and drops it back in. I'm like, "Okay." And then she like drops the game in, and I'm like, "You know what? Hold up before I pay you." And I walk over to where Karty is, and sure as shit, Dragon Quest VIII, the guidebook.
Oh.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! I fucking forget the name of it, but it was complete in box. And
is it Game Boy Advance?
Yeah.
The Eternal Duelist?
Yeah.
Yay.
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna buy it no matter what.
It's pretty basic. Like it plays a lot like Dark Duel Stories. Like you literally just boot up and it's like you have like your selection of duelists. You have to duel all of them so many times, then you get a new set. You do all of them. Like, it's not as good as, like, the Sacred Cards where you can actually, like, run around and shit, but it's good for what it is.
I mean, whatever. I was gonna get it. The other games were, like, Tony Hawk something or other and fucking, I don't know, Backyard Baseball. Yeah. So I didn't give a shit about them. I was like, okay, I can live without these. And I pick up the guide in the game. I'm like, "How much for these?" And she's like, "Oh, we'll make an offer." And I'm like, I was gonna offer them, like, $5, and I'm like, "Well, fuck it, you know what? I'll just give you $20 for all this stuff so I don't have to break any bills." And they're like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And they're all happy, and I'm like, suckers. For general idea, because like I wouldn't buy anything if I couldn't get value for it to begin with, because I'm a cheap ass. But like the PS2 box alone, the only one that I see on eBay sold where it's just the box is $37. That RPG guides in general cost more than a regular player's guide.
Yep.
But
don't I know it?
The big thing with Dragon Quest VIII is that it has a map inside of it, and if you have the map, it's worth way more. So the copies that still had the maps were anywhere between $25 and $35, which was actually a bit more than I expected. And sure shit, mine has the map in it. It's not even ripped out yet.
Awesome.
And I mean, Star Ocean isn't worth a total. Not much, and then
it's like $10.
Yeah, and then the Yu-Gi-Oh game was like $16. But I mean, I got my fucking money's worth for $20.
Oh, absolutely!
Like I was pretty ecstatic because like I don't have any of the 6th gen console boxes yet. Mm-hmm. So the PS2 was my first one, and the fact that I could get the box without having to buy another fucking console. So I already got 2 PS2s. And then back at the vendors, I was looking through this box of cords that was on the ground, and it's filled with nothing but like Nintendo AV cables and like Sony power cables.
Goddamn.
Mostly for the slim PS2, because they separated the power bar outside of the system.
Yeah.
Part of why they slimmed it down. And then there's one PSP charger in there, which is super important to me because if I've only ever found 2 PSPs in the wild, but the majority of the time, if you find them even in garage sales or anything, they don't have the charger, so you're just straight fucked.
Which is strange. Like, I don't understand. It's not hard to keep track of a charger.
Right?
Granted, the PSP one does admittedly look a lot like a cell phone charger. So I wouldn't be surprised if people, like, took them somewhere thinking it was a cell phone charger, and then they're like, oh, this isn't what I need, and then they just, like, fucking put it away.
Yeah, like, every Sony power cable charger box looks the exact same. It's the same colors, the same text, everything, so definitely easy to mix up. But I'm like going through this box, and the guy pretty much comes over, he's like, hey, we're about to pack up. That whole box is free, or it's going in that bin, and he points to a recycle bin 10 feet away. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting a box full of fucking cords then. And then Karty's just like, oh, there's that movie I told my mom to watch. It's pretty good. And she's like, oh yeah, it's good. Here, have it. And then we take 2 steps over. We're looking at Wii games. It's My Sims and Elebit, so nothing too special. But they want $4 each, and we're like, oh, I almost bought my mom Elebits for Christmas once. And then she's like, oh yeah, games, yeah, take them. And she's just like throwing them on the box. And I'm sitting there like, hey, free shit.
You're like, woohoo!
I mean, they were obviously just like taking up space.
They didn't care. They were just trying to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, so I mean that was fucking dandy. Because we actually needed some of those PlayStation cords for Karty's PS2.
Or her starting to go, or they chewed, or
they can't find it for her Slim. It's weird. And they also needed a PSP charger.
Gotcha.
The fuck else did I get? There was another garage sale. He had like an ass ton of fucking DVDs, and amongst all these DVDs was a single fucking boxed PC game.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dragon's Lair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it has Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace, so all 3 of them in there.
Nice.
And it's a 20th anniversary edition, so it actually has extra levels in the games.
Cool.
And I looked that up, and turns out the ones that's worth between $50 and $75 is actually a DVD version that you can play on any of the consoles, pretty much.
Oh, cool.
But the one I got is still worth about $25, and I fucking love those games. Because the animation's like...
Yeah, they're fun.
Fucking out there. It's the same guy who did like Five Will Goes West.
Don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Oh, it's a movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What else did Tom Bluth do?
Oh.
I don't know. He was like the best fucking animator of the 70s and 80s. And, god damn it, what was the other thing I got? His cat's ears like flopped inside out.
I could have sworn there was something else you got.
I know there was some, like, I can't remember if there was another game thing though.
Hang on.
Because there was another garage sale that just had a bunch of baby stuff, and then one table that had like blenders on it, and then this random component and S-video switcher, which like blew my mind to shit, because I've been looking forever to find one of those.
Nice.
Fucking, and it's an automatic one, so you know what? You're going to come over to my place, you're going to want to play the NES, you're going to put a game in, you're going to press power on the NES, you're going to press power on the TV, and it's going to be on. You want to play the N64, you press power on the N64, it'll immediately switch it to the N64.
That's awesome.
It's the greatest shit ever, and it's going to be the best possible picture quality I can get.
Wonderful.
Did you, I wish I could remember.
No, you I'm pretty sure, yeah, you talked about everything. Talked about everything. You got PS2, box, Star Ocean, Dragon Quest VIII, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon's Lair, a box filled with shit, cross-stitch floss.
But listeners don't give a shit about that. This is a gaming podcast.
There's one guy, I love cross-stitch. No.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know. It was a really good day. It was like $25 and I got a bunch of good shit. Like, that never fucking happens anymore.
Nope.
To get big hauls.
I still wish I could have gone, but my god, I had a busy day that day, so...
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, that's what I was busy with, and there was a whole shit ton of stuff after.
Yeah.
But, last week, I got a big box PC copy of Half-Life.
Ooh.
For 80 cents.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Deal of the century.
No fucking kidding.
Yeah, so that's my collecting stories.
The old collector stories.
Yeah, that lady was hilarious.
Yeah.
They're all like ecstatic. They're like, wow, we made $20 off like a box and some shit.
Fun fact, kids.
So, we're gonna wrap this up?
I think so. I thought I had something to talk about, but I don't.
Just like, was it Sonic Mania?
Whoa. Kind of, maybe. Fun fact.
If you want us to talk about Sonic Mania, let us know on our social medias or in the comments.
We'll probably mention it in episode 22 because I think I'm gonna get it, and Jukebox and I will play it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get it too at some point because I'm like losing my mind over it.
Anyways, actually though, so this has been the Infinity Games podcast, episode 21. We legal.
I don't know if that's how you say it in French.
I don't fucking know. We could go ask Alexa if she speaks French. She'd probably be like, fuck off, I don't remember. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. But, no, so this has been episode 21.
Nijirichi.
There we go. Fucking throw some Japanese in there. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm Jukeboxhero.
And I'm KelryxsKing.
Bye.
Boy.
Bye.
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 Bye.